and welcome back to my channel where we're about that breaking cycles life. Guys, it is what, -2, -3, and I think a -2 here in Nanjing is about like kind of similar to, that's how I see it, you know, kind of similar to, no, it's not similar to Canada, but still. It's so cold. I'm not taking off my jacket today, honestly, really. I'm not taking off my jacket. But it's another Sunday, another start of another week, and I have a nice song for you because it's Sunday Song Spotlight. And this week, we are going to be talking about Jireh by Elevation Worship and Maverick City. Now, if you've noticed, I really like the album Old Church Basement from Elevation Worship and Maverick City. So maybe that's why, you know, most of the songs that I'm speaking about come from this album, right? And Jireh is one of my all-time favorites, and I think it's more than likely one of your all-time favorites if you are a Christian and you listen to these type of songs, because this song has been so popular, and I can understand why, because the way it gets me into the mood of worship and just reminds me that God is my provider. It's just amazing. Honestly. Now, it's a long song, okay? So prepare yourself. We are going to go into verse 1 right now. It says, I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I can do to let you down. Doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. From the start, it reminds me that I don't need to try. I really don't need to try. I really don't need to try and please God, because there is absolutely nothing that I can do to cause him to not love me or to separate his love from me, right? But it's not in the sense that I can continue doing what I am doing if I'm sinning, right? Let's get that clear. It's not that I can just sin and live life any way and God is still going to just accept me and allow me to continue in my sin. No. He loves me enough to accept me as I am, as a sinner, but he then loves me further to make sure that I am changed. Let's get that clear, okay? Because he's recreating his image in me and in you. But there is nothing that we can do to cause him to stop loving us and to stop trying for us. And that's exactly what this part is saying. There's nothing I can do to let you down, right? And it doesn't take a trophy. You know, our society is so filled with materialistic rewards, right? And if it is that we don't do something to get a materialistic reward, it makes us seem as if we're not worthy enough. But with Jesus, with Jesus, we are worthy enough. And I want you to be reminded of that, right? And because we are worthy through the blood that was shed on the cross, this is why he provides for us, Jireh, right? And we are reminded daily that we are loved more than we could ever imagine or how we feel right now. And it goes on to verse 2. It says, going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You would cross an ocean so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now. And I've spoken about this time and time again. Like, whenever you're going through a storm, God is by your side. As hard as it seems, example A, and as quiet as he gets, he's still there, you know, and he is going beyond, above and beyond, to make sure that in the end, it's for our good, we will have the victory and his name will be glorified, right? So let's not think that because the trial is at its peak right now, there is going to be a moment where things will change for your good. Just hold on, because he is providing. He has always provided. And as I've stated many times, if we just hold on just a little bit longer and trust in God just a little bit longer, we will see God's hand in our lives. And then it goes on to the chorus. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. And I will be content in every circumstance. Jireh, you are enough. You know, you see, because he is our provider, Jireh, he is our provider. Having God through all of what I just stated from verse 1 to verse 2, it's really enough. Trust me, I can tell you from experience, because it doesn't matter what I'm going through. I could be arguing with him. He's the same person I'm going to for rest, for answers, for solutions, right? He is the person I'm going to. He's the only person I want to hang out with, because he is enough for me. He gives me such joy, such peace, and without God, I really don't know where I would be, right? And I'm pretty sure you out there can more than likely testify as well that without God, like, honestly, where would you be, right? And because of that, he is enough, and you can be content in any circumstance, because Jireh, he is enough. And it goes on, the chorus, it goes on, I put it as interlude, but it's kind of the chorus same way. It says, forever enough, always enough, more than enough. Just a reminder. And then it goes to verse 3, it says, I don't want to forget how I feel right now. On the mountaintop, I can see so clear what it's all about. Stay by my side when the sun goes down. Don't want to forget how I feel right now. And this is a reminder to us that whenever we are in the valley and the storm is raging, don't forget the mountaintop times when God has come through for you, because that is the reminder, that's the reassurance that he will do it again, right? And that's what I hold on to as much as I argue. As much as I argue, that's what I hold on to in regards to God. I'm like, okay, fine. I know you did it already. I know you'll do it again, right? And I want you to also remember that, and that's what this song is reminding us of, that we are not supposed to forget God in the trying times. And, you know, when he starts working and you see the blessings coming into play, you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe it. Wow, I can't believe it, right? So just reminisce on the good times when he has come through for you, and may that be a reminder that he will do it again. So you may be going through a storm right now, but he is your provider, and he will provide for you again, okay? And then it goes on into the chorus and the interlude again, and then the bridge. It says, I'm already loved. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I'm already loved more than I could imagine. And that is enough. And then that's repeated around 3 times. And then it says, that is enough. You are enough. I think that speaks for itself. Because Jesus, he never stops reminding us that we are loved. And that's what I love about him. Like, sometimes I'm just sitting there talking and he's like, I love you. Like, you just hear the still small voice. Nothing else but, I love you, Shani. And I'm like, I love you too. Right? And it's just a reminder to us that when you read his word, when you listen to his songs, it's just a constant reminder of his love for you. And then you think of the cross, like, what greater love than to sacrifice for a friend, right? To lay down one's life for a friend. And that's what he did for us. And may we always remember that we are loved and we are enough, because God loves us. He loves you, and he will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. You are chosen, and you are already loved. Even when you think you are unworthy, you're unloved, you are loved. Let this be a reminder that you are loved. Guys, go listen to this song. It's so amazing. And then my favorite part, the musical interlude at this point. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Like, I really love this song. I really love this song. This part, if you weren't convinced that he loves you from the very start of me reading through these lyrics, this should be a reminder. It says, if he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? If he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? Listen, I could have just been crying and I went for a walk, and he loves to put this song on. Like, I could put my music playlist on shuffle, right? And this song, would more than 100% of the time, it's one of the songs that come up when I just allow it to play, right? And I have a variety of songs. Not all my songs get played during my walk, right? But this song always comes up. And then when it reaches this part, especially after a trying moment where I would have just cried, or I'm literally not in a good mood, and he reminds me through just this part of the song. He's like, Shanique, listen. If the lilies of the valley are so beautiful, and I clothe them, look at nature, how it's so beautiful, and I clothe them, how would I definitely not provide for you, to give you food, clothing, and shelter, Shanique? Like, really, how would I not do that for you? And then, I love sparrows. Honestly, I look at them, and this is why I love nature. I'll just go out into nature and I'll sit, definitely not in this winter time because it's too cold, okay? But like around spring, you'll see me, I'll just come, I'll be here for hours outside in nature, and I'll sit, and then I observe the birds, and then I look, the sparrows, they're so tiny. I'm like, whoa. If you can feed this tiny creature, right, and take care of it, you love it so much, you make sure that it's not hurt, you make sure that even in their tiny state, they can still have a long life, because they're so easy to trample they're so easy to trample upon. And the way he cares for them, like, if he loves them that much, Shanique, don't you think you are more to him? Like, literally, aren't you loved? Because if he can take care of such a tiny bird, imagine you, the one he formed with his own hands, right? He didn't call you into existence. He formed you, and he made you into his image. Why wouldn't he love you just as much or even more, right? Why wouldn't he care for you? So when you see you're going through trials, this is how, like, literally he's talking to me. When you're going through trials, like, come on. You have to understand that there is an enemy out to steal, kill, and destroy. And God is not your enemy. Jesus is not your enemy. He loves you. He'll provide for you. He is Jireh. He provides and he loves you, right? Guys, I want you to be reminded of this, because if really, this part of the song, if he can clothe the lilies and love the sparrows, how much more you? Please, guys, be reminded that God will provide for you, and he loves you, okay? He loves you. And when you listen to this song, be reminded that God is by your side and you are special to him. Special to the point that he shed his blood for you. And then the outro. And then like this part is repeated so much time. It's like how much more? And you know, repetition, it deepens the impression, right? How much more does he love you? Like when you listen to it, you'll understand how this part is just necessary for the song. How much more does he love you? And they emphasize on the sparrow part to show you that God loves you. Like like how can you even explain the love that he has for us? Like just, he loves you, okay guys? And then the outro, it says more than you ask, think, or imagine, according to his power working in us. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. More than enough. And more than you know. And then it goes out into the chorus again. And then it's ended. Guys, this song, whoa. Like when I heard it, I was like, whoa. This song. If you didn't think Jesus loved you before this song, you will be reminded that he loves you after listening to this song. Okay? Whew, this song is powerful. This song is powerful. If he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? And if he watches over every sparrow, how much more does he love you? Be reminded of that, guys, this week. When you listen to this song, when you go about your daily business, be reminded that God loves you. I can't explain it. I can't explain how much he loves me. You can't explain how much he loves you. But just know he loves you. And rest in that. Rest in that, and trust me, you can be content in every circumstance. I'm just using the lyrics because Jireh, oh Jireh, you are enough. Okay guys, so that's our song for this week. I'll see you on Thursday for Bible study. Bye guys, have a great week. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's encouragement and I hope you guys are ready for the day ahead. Now do me a favor and press that like button and subscribe button if you are new so that we can get more of this positive Christian content out into the world, okay? And I'll link my daily devotional playlist right here and my Let's Talk playlist if you want to tackle some social issues, okay? So have a great day guys. Bye-bye.